For thousands of years, story and allegory have been a powerful tool to teach and pass down values and morals. The Jatakamālā of Arya Sura, which consists of 34 stories and was composed in about 4th century CE, was carved at the very beginning of the Jataka and Avadana series in Borobudur. The entire collection was subsequently carved in 135 reliefs, out of the total of 1,460 narrative reliefs on the upper row balustrade on the first floor, covering approximately half of the eastern side and almost the entire southern side. Jatakamālā contains a series of birth stories describing how the main character, a bodhisattva, as a great being, either as a human being, animal, or deva, demonstrate different beneficial actions to help those in need. In other parts of the world, the story also became the subject of sculpture and painting. For instance, in India at the Ajanta Cave, Bahru Stupa, Sanchi Stupa, Amaravati Stupa, Nagarjuna Konda, Gandhara reliefs, and in China at the Kizil and Tonghuang Cave. In Borobudur, the relief of Jātakamālā were primarily identified by Search Oldenburg and supplemented by Inje Krom. What role do Jātakamālā really play in the overall framework of Borobudur? What is their purpose? What do Jātakamālā stories signify? What are the values exemplified or represented in this allegory? Are they still relevant in this day and age? This study is intended to examine the text and the carving of Jātakamālā on a deeper and more comprehensive manner by incorporating the relief and the Jātakamālā text to see how the story represents the practice of the 6 perfections. Thematic analysis on the text and observation on the corresponding relief were conducted to discern the theme, message, and value behind each story. The act, the motivation, as well as the thinking of the character at the time the actions are performed, or even before or afterward, are subsequently correlated to the definition and explanation of each perfection as explained in early canons. Using the 6 perfections sat-paramita as reference point, the analysis indicates that in many cases, each allegory does not just demonstrate a single but rather multiple perfection. The Jātakamālā story represents the teaching which can be grouped into 6 themes: generosity, dana paramita, cultivating a generous heart by giving material object, protection, and teaching; ethical discipline, sila paramita, abandoning non-virtuous action and cultivating virtuous action of body, speech, and mind; forbearance and tolerance, shanti paramita, giving up malice, hatred, anger, and not reacting negatively; perseverance, virya paramita, being diligent, tireless, and joyous in doing good; concentration, dhyana paramita, developing attention, mindfulness, vigilance, and undistracted mind; wisdom, prajna paramita, having correct view and wisdom, being able to see clearly and understanding reality. The results of the research show that Jātakamālā story, either in text form or stone carving, serve as a means of teaching values by using past events of former life. The 6 perfections, as manifested in Jataka, represent one of the main practices to be cultivated by a bodhisattva. Through the practice of the 6 perfections, in conjunction with other practices, one will be able to attain the highest potential of perfect awakening. The actions in the different stories are performed in accordance with the character, capacity, and capability on different levels, from giving to cultivating wisdom and understanding reality. From here, one can conclude that Jātakamālā itself constitutes a gradual training, although the order of the story are not necessarily arranged in an ascending manner. These universal values are worthy of reflection and are applicable for self-development and for living in society in this ever-interconnected world.